Vegas is filling up with celebrities, and that means more crazy celebrity homes.
Today, we're gonna tour world-renowned DJ Steve Aoki's Mega Mansion.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're the Boeckle Brothers. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Landon.
We're located here in Las Vegas, where we have flipped over 300 investment properties over the last 5 years. Today we are starting a new segment where we are giving you a quick virtual tour of some wild and crazy Las Vegas celebrity homes.
I am sure everyone is familiar with the world-renowned DJ Steve Aoki. This guy is a maniac. I don't know if you guys have been to a Steve Aoki show, but he smashes people in the face with cakes. He's crowd surfing all the time. This guy is out of his mind, and we think his house is too, so let's check it out.
A little bit more about Steve Aoki. If you guys don't know him, he actually comes from a pretty crazy family. His father is Rocky Aoki. Steve Aoki's one of 3 kids, and Rocky Aoki was the founder of Benihana,
one of the best restaurants ever created. Teppanyaki.
Okay, so Steve Aoki's house in Vegas is located in a neighborhood called Dragon Ridge.
Right, we just played on this golf course a couple weeks back.
It's actually
a beautiful course.
Wonderful course, actually a very, very hard course as well, because we're no professional golfers. But he's located on the fairway of a beautiful course. It's got an amazing view. So honestly, without any further ado, I think we dive right into his house.
So today's tour is actually going to be driven by Nate Robinson. I'm sure you guys all know who Nate Robinson is, the ex-pro basketball player who just a couple months back got knocked out by our boy Jake Paul.
So immediately what I'm noticing is this house is insanely modern. Driving through Dragon Ridge just to go play and explore the neighborhood, which we did another video on a $7.7 million house inside of there, which was also really modern. There's a good mix of style of homes, but this thing just screams modern home Vegas.
Yeah, what's so cool about Dragon Ridge in this neighborhood is a lot of these homes are built almost on a cliff. So from the street, they look like they're 1 or 2 stories. But as you can see from the back side of the house, they drop down 3-4 stories deep. Really, really cool design.
Yo, what's up, baby? What up, man? Hey.
So just walking into the property, first thing we see is a very simplified kitchen, very simple design, ultra modern, but look at that kitchen island. Is that a full slab of granite or quartz?
It could be fabricated that way, but it's made to look like it's basically like a little bit of a polish, but like a raw block of stone straight from the quarry. And yeah, overall the aesthetic of the kitchen is super minimal. I mean, overall, I would say that that is kind of like his style because, you know, being Japanese style is also very minimal, and clean and simple. So this is really a reflection of that.
Not something we do very often in our properties though.
No.
So going into the living room though, what I like about this is it's a pretty wide open floor plan from what it looks.
Yeah, it's super wide open. It has a whole wall of glass right there. Everything's nice and square, pretty rigid, still staying with like the kind of modern, simple design, even in his lighting and the design of his feature wall, which we always put in our homes. You know, it's pretty simplistic. He's got a little bit of shelving there where he obviously puts his eclectic touch with all his collectibles and stuff, but overall, really clean design.
From what I see that, you know, it's not really for me, but I know that you've liked this a little bit more than I do, is the flooring. That's not really a tile flooring. It looks like it's one level of stained concrete or polished concrete.
It could be polished concrete. I don't see any seams in it unless they're like tiles are right up to each other where you can't even pick them up on the camera, but it makes the floor just look really continuous and really clean.
It does. For me, it's a little too cold though. So, you know, what do you guys think about that? Do you like the stained concrete floors or do you like tile or manufactured wood a little bit more?
What I've been told by a lot of people is that Steve Aoki's house is cool, of course, but what's inside the house is even wilder. This guy collects all kinds of art.
Yeah, I think this piece walking in, he just said is an original Banksy piece. As you may know, Banksy pieces go for millions and millions of dollars, and this guy has art all over the world.
So this is the design studio.
Wow, this is sweet.
A photo wall.
Yes.
A photo wall, just time capsule.
Wow, for real. I see all the cool people on here.
This is where me and my team get together. We draw up the mood boards. We go through the collections, what we're gonna do for each season. For your cold days in Seattle.
Ooh, I need that.
We got the, you know, the Game of Death colors, you know.
Oh, I need that.
This is coming out this summer. We got some of the Bruce Lee collection. I mean, Bruce Lee, since I've been a kid, you know, I was one of the few Asian kids in my community, so like having an Asian person that was celebrated by all people was a huge deal for me. So I grew up, you know, looking up to Bruce Lee, and decades later, you know, I reached out to Bruce Lee's family and I became good friends with his daughter, Shannon, and did a collaboration with him.
Apparently from watching this video, I learned something new, that Steve Aoki's also a fashion designer, has his own clothing brand, and runs the whole thing out of his house.
Yeah, I thought Dim Mak was only the record label for DJs, but apparently Dim Mak is also the clothing line that he runs.
Yeah, they make their own apparel too.
Interesting.
Okay, so it looks like we're going into his basement right now, and this is definitely a little bit of a different feel. Similar fireplace wall that's gray, real simple, but it looks like he either has like wood plank tile floors or maybe even VCT floors that definitely warm this room up a little bit.
Yeah, I like this space a lot more than the entry space upstairs.
Yeah.
I love that design wall as well, that entertainment center. That's something that we would put in one of our modern houses.
It's pretty sweet. It looks like it's not even tile. It looks like it's like a smooth plaster just painted that gray color.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Also, what I noticed is those light fixtures. We've used a couple of those pendant light fixtures in the corner there on some of our kitchen islands.
Yeah.
Those are just from Amazon, so they're actually not super expensive light fixtures.
And they come in all those different shapes and stuff. You just pick and choose which ones you want and hang them in whatever configuration you want.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Aoki's Playhouse.
All right, Aoki's Playhouse. Here we go.
Right here.
Playhouse.
This wall of shame is once you jump into the pit.
Yeah.
I just got this board.
Yeah.
A lot more people have jumped in, but you know, I have to like shame them and put them on the board. So you gotta go on the board. We gotta jump in the foam pit first.
Okay.
We got the whole road set up here.
Oh wow, nice.
We got, you know, a boxing bag there and some cardio stuff.
Who did this art right here?
This is a street artist from LA called Neckface. He's a good friend of mine from back in the day, and he came out here and when I first moved in.
So this mansion is 16,000 square feet, and he has his own foam pit inside the house. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Calls it the playroom, and let's see what else he's got in there.
Off to the studio, man.
Yeah. This is where the magic happens, man.
Let's see.
I mean, this is how I can afford this house, you know what I'm saying? All the fun stuff.
Word.
I call this a neon feature cave.
Ooh, this is sweet.
All right, damn, that's a big studio. Of course, any music artist is gonna have a studio inside their house, but honestly, usually they're pretty small, they're pretty dark,
Look at this thing, dude.
They have a lot of like soundproofing and stuff going on, so it's really just like a big foam room. This is way different. This is bright and huge.
Okay, I know music equipment is expensive, but I'm not an artist or a musician. For those out there that knows what this equipment costs, I'm guessing in the millions. What do you think this studio costs? I'd love to know.
I've noticed as we go throughout this entire house too, there's paintings, there's sculptures, there's figurines, there's pillows, there's artwork all over the place with his face on it. I don't know anybody that has their face on so many things inside their own house.
Yeah, it was even on the floor of the Playhouse as well.
Explain to me, what's the steps in jumping from your roof to this pool?
Just like I said with the foam pit, just don't die, man.
That's not gonna happen.
Look like they're upstairs now on one of Steve's balconies that overlooks the pool, and there's a little something sketchy about this. His actual railing opens up to a blank edge. It looks like he created that so he could jump in the pool.
Dude, I don't trust that one bit. There's no way that's up to code. That is a scary jump.
It's just another like instance where he's turned this house into like a fun zone.
Yeah, this whole thing's just a big playhouse.
So what, 16 feet?
Yeah, it's 21 feet.
Wow, a 21-foot drop.
And of course, right there is another face right in the bottom of the pool.
Is Nate really gonna jump off this? I don't know.
Nice view of the course though right there, again. That's a pretty big jump.
Oh, he did it. Look at that house.
All right, I gotta come clean. That's pretty cool. If I could do that in my house, I think I probably would.
So once again, Steve Aoki's house is located in a very beautiful, prestigious neighborhood here in Henderson, Nevada, called Dragon Ridge of McDonald Highlands. It's not fully built out yet. There's a lot of massive custom mansions being built as we speak there.
And is that golf course totally private, or can you go play on it?
I'm pretty sure that's a private country club golf course.
Well, if you do ever get the chance to play on it, you can drive your cart right up next to Steve Aoki's house and look at the entire facade, look at the pool, look at the balconies. You may see him jumping off into the pool.
You may see a celebrity jumping into the pool. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we covered the architecture, we covered all the ins and outs, the design of Steve Aoki's house, but I do have a question for you guys. Based on everything we looked at today, what do you think this house is worth?
Man, that's a good question. If I had to guess, which I have no idea, I would say probably somewhere between 10 to 12 million for this one.
And even though it's super custom, it probably didn't cost that to build it.
No, definitely not. You know, price per square foot on construction is definitely going up, but he's made a killing on this house. He's had it for quite a while.
I'd say it cost him a couple $1,000,000 to build it, and he's looking at maybe 10 to 15, somewhere around there in value right now. So good on you, Steve.
We're gonna try to do these reaction videos and walkthroughs as much as possible. There's so many Las Vegas celebrities living in these incredible mansions that, to be honest, we kind of want to see as well and react to them. So
yeah.
hope you had fun.
Hope you guys like them. If there is a celebrity you want us to react to their home in, drop a comment below with their name. We'll be sure to check it out.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel, show us some love, and until then, we'll see you on the flip side.